What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerd Media. And Captain America Brave New World releases tomorrow in theaters everywhere. I am so excited, but a lot of people have already been able to see the film, and the reactions for them are out. So, in this video, we're going to be going over some of the reviews that people have dropped for this film and going over the overall audience reaction, gathering some of the pros and cons of what everybody is saying, and talking about if we should manage our expectations or not. We're going to be going over all of that in this video today and more. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below when you're seeing Captain America Brave New World and if you're going to see it at all. But without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So diving into some of the reviews here, Chris Parker, 3C Films, you guys probably know him, said that Captain America Brave New World is an enjoyable watch with decent action sequences and some standout moments. However, it didn't quite hit the emotional or narrative highs that I was hoping for. Loved Mackie as Cap, and I appreciated the more serious tone, but it did feel slightly empty. Now, this is kind of the general thing that I'm hearing from a lot of people when I look at these reviews because they're saying that it's a good film, it's enjoyable, it's fun, but there are definitely a lot of flaws. And I've seen a lot of people saying that you can notice the reshoots in the film, which, I mean, behind the scenes, this film has been through a lot, so I'm going to try and cut it some slack on that part. But one of the clips they released for the film of one of the action sequences was really cut up really strangely, and I really hope that's not what it's like in the main film. Blu-ray Angel says that Captain America Brave New World brings back the good political thriller in the MCU. It doesn't soar as high as their best, but Mackie earns the title and he gives us someone to aspire to. Harrison Ford brings the emotional depth to Ross Red Hulk. Editing feels choppy, reworked, and rushed. Now, that is definitely more positive, and I do not expect this film to be the best film for the MCU. I kind of expect it to be more in the middle, maybe even leaning more like lower in the middle, because I mean, I just want to have a fun time. I miss the MCU. We haven't seen it in theaters in 7 months, and I'm a big believer in Sam Wilson as Captain America. Brandon Davis, who we talk about a lot on this channel when it comes to reviews and reactions, says that Captain America Brave New World is flat out good. It feels like an MCU return to form, progressing the overall story with a thrilling tale of its own. It's pretty nonstop. The villains feel a little bit secondary, solid action. Harrison Ford is all in. Mackie really claims the mantle. And another thing that I've heard from these reviews, I am so happy to hear this and say this, is that this film really starts to connect the overall story of the MCU, which, guys, I couldn't even tell you how long it's been since we felt the overall connection of the MCU coming together. It may even have been since Shang-Chi when we had that post-credit scene about the Ten Rings, but that is totally just retcon now because we aren't going to Kang, so I don't count those post-credit scenes, but that is super exciting. I am super happy that we are getting an overall story lead up because we kind of need that. Avengers Doomsday is coming out in a year and a half. I feel like we need that. But overall, I mean, a lot of people are saying that this film is good, and they're not saying it's great, it's amazing. But overall, I think we can say this film is just flat out good. Like, so you guys know him, Matt Soups Ramos. He said, I hate to say this, but Captain America Brave New World was a big disappointment. Felt very empty and lacks the heart of a Captain America movie. The action is edited to death with thousands of cuts. The dialogue is very cheesy. Weird looking green screens. Undercooked villains. Don't expect a lot of Red Hulk either. This feels like it was supposed to be a Hulk movie that just shoehorns Sam as the lead. There's a lot that I want to say there, and honestly, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, right? So I am not going to judge him at all, but I am going to touch on some things like the action is edited to death. I definitely noticed that in the clips, and hearing that definitely worries me that that's how all the action sequences are like. Fingers crossed that this is just an exaggeration, but I really, really hope that they're not edited to death like he says. But we'll have to wait and see. The dialogue is very cheesy. I have heard that from other people, but I don't think it's throughout the whole movie. I think I've heard some other people say that there's just some cheesy jokes in there, so we can deal with that. It's classic MCU humor. But I've also heard from people on some other YouTube videos saying that it takes itself more seriously, like Winter Soldier. So that's really exciting. Don't expect a lot of Red Hulk. I wasn't expecting a lot of Red Hulk because now that I think about it more, I think a lot of people need to manage their expectations for him because we're probably only going to get him in that final battle, but that's going to be enough for me. I don't want this movie to be overshadowed by Red Hulk, so that's honestly a good sign for me. But after looking into some of these reviews, I have to say I am not really concerned for Captain America Brave New World after hearing these, like some people may be. I was just expecting these exact reviews from a lot of people. I wasn't expecting people to say it's going to be amazing. I wasn't expecting people to say it would be terrible. I was expecting that middle ground MCU film that's just enjoyable, back to some at least some sort of formula for the MCU, has some connectiveness, and just has fun action and it's overall fun. there are things in here that concern me, like the very choppy editing. I really hope that that's not throughout the film, like I said, and just cheesy lines and things like that. I'm just really hoping for an enjoyable time, and I really, really hope that I don't get moments where I just get taken out of the film. But overall, I would say the reviews are pretty well. And overall, I think that we can list some positives and negatives from these reviews. Gathering from all the ones that I've read, I think the positives for this film are it's entertaining, it's a strong, grounded story, and it has charismatic performances from the leads, which honestly, I feel like it's just all we need. But I feel like some of the negatives are it has like an odd script, it has uneven pacing and editing, and it's just an anticlimactic ending, which I have heard from other people, which does concern me slightly because I don't really like anticlimactic stories at all. It really, really kind of disappoints me when I get ones like that because there have been a lot of stories that I've seen that are just very anticlimactic, and that is definitely concerning. But I'll have to wait and see to form my own opinion. I think that overall the reviews are pretty decent though. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has like a 48, but who listens to critics anyway? I don't listen to critics, especially when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes. I usually like to form my own opinion on things, and sometimes I get concerned about things like I kind of am for this, but I'm going to wait and see. My review for this film is going to be up tomorrow night. So if you guys want to hear my opinion and thoughts on the movie once I go see it, stay tuned because that non-spoiler review will be out tomorrow. I'll post a spoiler review on Friday. Saturday, I'm going to be doing an MCU movie ranking, including Captain America Brave New World. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be doing a live stream doing a spoiler talk on the film. So it's going to be a busy Captain America week this week. So stay tuned for all of that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And my review for the film will be up tomorrow night. So with all that being said, everybody, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.